Hey guys, so sorry I had some technical difficulties. Let's see if the at least the sound works now. Let's see what happens with the camera. Why isn't the camera working? Let's check. Hey guys, so sorry I had some technical difficulties. Still some technical difficulties, so maybe we will do it without video this time. Why isn't it working? Let me just try to share the screen and see if that makes any difference. Unfortunately not. It looks like the screen is getting shared, but I'm not getting any video. Sorry about that. Give me a minute and I'll see if it works. Thing is that I actually tested this out just right before starting the live stream, and yeah, everything but the camera is working. Why? Well, I guess we have to do without my face this time, so sorry about that. Maybe it will start working halfway through. So yes, what I was thinking that we should start with this live stream is to talk about the results of July. I'm going to get into the individual results of the top 10 algos. I'm going to give you a sneak peek of some of the algos that will be released later in August. That is a result of the coming merger. So for you who watched the last live stream 1 month ago, I gave you some news that we are acquiring a different developer, a developer for ProRealTime, a very prominent developer. We are acquiring his business together with the rights for his different algorithms and for his different indicators and signals. So those indicators and algos will be added to the ProRealAlgos portfolio of algos and indicators. So I'm going to give you a sneak peek of that. And lastly, I was thinking that we just should look at the Making the Million account. It's not taking too much time to do that, but I know that some of you are interested in seeing what are the results of the challenge, how has it been progressing since start. We are now at the 8th month of this challenge. So we're going to go through that, and also if you have any questions, I will answer them. Just write it in the chat, and yeah. So let me start by, yeah, the screen sharing is working, so that's good. Let me give me a chance to make one more try to get the camera working. Still nothing. All white. Yep. Well, I think I have to do without it, or you have to do without it. Yeah. Well, yeah, we have to do it without my face today. Sorry about that. So yeah, the results of July. We had a total gain of July of I believe it was 20,062 euros. So it's another all-time high. Last month we had a small loss of approximately what was that? I don't remember, but it was a smaller loss than the win of July. So we are at a new all-time high. The top 5 algos of this month was the let me pull that up right away. The first top 1 algo was Prime SP500 M3. That algo has actually not performed very good in the last 12 months. So we are happy to see that it made a gain of 460 euros. The second place is the Prime Dow M5. That algo has also been struggling in 2023. It was the best algo in 2022. So we're happy to see kind of a I can't find the word, but they have, let's say, come back from a small drawdown. So we are happy that the algos that haven't performed very well are actually starting to perform. One algo that has been performing very well in 2023 and that also performed very well this month was the Prime US 130 on the 3rd place with a gain of 414 euros. On the 4th place is US Crude with a gain of 376 euros, and the 5th algo, the algo that has performed best on the 5th place is Prime DAX L3. So those are the 5 top performing algos of this month. One of these algos, the US Crude M5 algo, actually was stopped this month. So we actually stopped it just now at the start of August, together with 5 other algos. So for you who are running all our algos and didn't know about this, we have stopped 6 algos in the start of this week. You should have received an email about that, but if you haven't, let me just go through them very quickly. The 6 algos that should be paused are, let's see, it's the US Crude, as I just mentioned. The second algo to be stopped is the Prime DAX M5. The third algo to be stopped is the Plus Dow M5. The 4th algo to be stopped is Plus US 100 M5. The 5th algo to be stopped is the Cuts US 100 M1. And the 6th and last algo to be stopped is Cuts FTSE H1. So I'm sending all those 6 algos in the chat for you who haven't stopped them yet. And the reason for stopping them is that these are the 6 algos that have performed worst in the last 12 months or something like that. So we are making room for new algos. So as I mentioned, we are acquiring a different business. That business is bringing in new algos. So we have to make room for new and better algos. We always aim to have around 20 active algos. So with these 6 algos that have been stopped, we are now at 17 active algos. So in the end of August, we will probably extend this with 3 or 4 algos from this new developer. I cannot mention the name of that developer yet, but he's a very prominent developer and a very well-known figure in the ProRealTime community. And let me show you a little sneak peek of one of his algos. It's a algo that runs on the 30-minute time frame on the FX pair of the Australian dollar and the US dollar. If you watch the screen right now, you can probably see that back test. So it's both long and it's both short. So this looks amazing, right? So this backtest is back from 2015 in end of August until today. If we look at the backtest report, let me increase the screen size a little bit for you. And let me pull that to the left. We have a profit factor of 1.75. We have win rate of 70%, time in markets 9%, a drawdown approximately 15% of the total gain. Yeah, so this algo developer, he's quite focused on FX, which is quite good for us because ProRealAlgos only have 2 active FX algos at this point. This new developer, he has specialized in Forex and different kind of mean reversion strategies for Forex. So this is one of the algos that we will be releasing in the end of August. So I hope you will be happy about that. So anyone who is renting our lifetime package or our yearly all algo package will of course receive this algo without any additional charge. So that's the one of the algos. I will show you one more later in this live stream. So yeah, we were talking about results. Let's see if there was something else that we could talk about. I always like looking at the top 10 performing algos, and definitely even more looking at the left column here, which is the top 10 algos per month. So these 10 algos are the algos that has performed best since they were released. So the right column here is the top 10 performing algos of all time, but they were released at different times, and it's a little bit better to actually compare strategies with reference to when they were released. So one of the best algos, or the best algo, is the Prime DAX M3B. We have the Prime US 100 M2. I'm very happy to see the Prime US 100 M2 algo here at the second place, because it's also the top performing algo of all time. So it's not only making a lot of money, it is making a lot of money steadily every month. So, or not every month, but you can see that the average gain of this algo is very well, and it has been performing for a very long time, because the Prime US 100 M2 algo, I believe, is almost 5 years old now. 5 years without updates. So that's pretty impressive. If you see anyone who has this kind of algo, what I'm trying to say is that if you see any developer who are claiming to have good results over a number of years, but are continuously releasing new version of that algo, you can be sure that it's actually not performing that well. So we are happy, and we are unique in that way that we have not released any new version for many of our algos, which can make it easy for our customers to track the historical data and the historical performance of that algo. I got a question from YYDS. Hi Carl, the plus Nike M5 and Cuts MIB M5 have not been triggered for once this year. Why not stop it? Instead, we stopped the plus US crude, which now made 221 profit so far this year. I'm not so sure that's correct. Let me run a backtest of the Cuts MIB M5. I'm pretty sure that it's made pretty substantial gains this year. The reason that it might not have been making trades on your account could be that you are running a position size that is not allowed by your broker. So for IG Sweden, which my account runs on, we are allowed to run the Cuts MIB M5 with a position size of 0.25. But I kind of suspect that most brokers and most IG countries doesn't allow such small position size. So I would check that. I would try to start the Cuts MIB M5 algo with a higher position size to see that to see that it actually trades. Let me just make a backtest of that, so to verify that it actually made trades. I'm pretty sure it has. That's MID M5. I'm running a back test on 200,000 units. Let's see. You are right, however, that it doesn't trade very often, but it surely has been making some trades this year. While we wait, I got a question from Trading Olay. I have a test month, but don't get it implemented in my software at IG. Are you so to import it into and to implement it into your ProRealTime software? You have to make some manual steps. You have to download the files that we have sent you. You have to start ProRealTime, click import, and so on. There's a complete video guide on that. But is that where you are experiencing issues, Ole, or are you having any other questions? Please elaborate on that. Yes, I believe that IG UK probably don't allow for a position size that small. I would suggest that you try to run run this algo with a higher position size. I'm not sure which position size you have been running it with, but if you have been running it with 0.25, then you probably have the cause and the reason for not having any trades on that algo. Right, so here's the backtest. Yes, it has been making trades 2023. It has been making actually quite a lot of money, 2,805 euros with a position size of 1. So that's pretty good. Let's see how many trades it actually has been making. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trades. And I suspect, as you also mentioned, the Nikkei algo, I believe that the Nikkei algo is also a market that doesn't allow IG UK users to run 0.25 in position size. And you mentioned the US crude algo. Yes, it has been making money this year, but we also have identified this algo as one of the algos that has been performing worst since it was released. And we had to choose some algos. We don't want to have 30, 40 active algos. We have to limit the number of active algos. And so we actually have to what's the word for it? Let me Google it. Reluctantly had to stop some algos. So if you like the US crude algo, please continue running it. It's not up to me, but as we need to make room for new algos, we had to stop some, and some of the algos actually quite reluctantly were stopped. Yes, so what else? Making the million challenge. Let's talk about that. Let me just take a sip of water. Right, so the Making the Million challenge, turning 5,000 euros to 1 million euros in 48 months using only ProRealAlgos, only getting passive income, only making any manual intervention to the algos once per month. So this is the challenge. We are not making a lot of adjustments. We are not increasing position size that often. We are not making any manual intervention in any trades. We are letting all our algos do their work. We are aggressively reinvesting our profits on a monthly basis. So we are increasing the position size every 5,000 euros gained. We are now at a total of 13,888 euros. So we have made approximately, the total gain percent here is wrong. We have made over 100%. Let me give you the exact number. It's 13888 5,000. Yes, so we have made 177% since start. The start was at the beginning of this year. So in 8 months we have made 177% in gains. We have increased the position size only once, and that was when we reached the 10,000 euros goal. So the next time we will increase the position size is when we reach 15,000 euros. Hopefully that will be next month. So if you look at this chart here, you can see three different lines. The black line here is the projected curve, or not projected. This is actually the curve that we have to follow in order to reach the goal. If we are deviating too much from this goal in a negative way, from this line in a negative way, that means that we are not keeping the pace that we have to. So in order to reach this 1 million goal, we have to make a gain of 19,900 percent. Sorry, 19,900%, and that requires a lot of risk, and that is what we are taking. As you can see on the two other lines here, we have quite substantial drawdowns. These two other lines here are the historic results of ProRealAlgos with the reinvestment factor added to the historic results of ProRealAlgos. So these are only hypothetical results. We have not actually made the gains that you see in these two lines here. But if we were to use the same reinvestment factor that we are using in the challenge that we have just started on the historical results of ProRealAlgos, we would have achieved these kind of gains. So we actually already made the 1 million goal with this kind of reinvestment. The yellow line is quite different, but if you want to learn more about the different reinvestments solutions, please go to ProRealAlgos.com and /making the million. What else? Do you have any other questions? Anything you want me to answer? This algo is actually at an all-time high. That's always fun to see. Also, it seems to be in a long position. Entry at 28,735. No, actually it was a loss. Okay, so we're not at an all-time high, but pretty close. Yes, thank you for bringing that up, YYDS. So as July became a pretty good month, that resulted in us reaching a new all-time high, the first week of August, this week that we just passed, was terrible. We actually had losses close to like 1,600 euros or something like that. Let me check the exact results of this week. Here it is. So for you who don't know what this is our tracking site where you can track all trades of all our algos. We are doing this in order for our users, our potential customers, to be able to track the results of our algos, so they can be sure that the results that we publish are actually true. So this site is automatically publishing all closed trades. It's publishing those trades just seconds after they have been closed. So if you go to ProRealAlgos.azurewebsites.net, you can also actually find all results of all our algos. You can also go just to ProRealAlgos.com. You can click on results, and you can see the same page if you scroll down here. So actually this week we made a total loss of minus 1,776 euros. So that's a pretty terrible start. Yes, it will surely affect August in a negative way, but let me explain that we have had many months that have started like this and that actually have become good months. So 1 week doesn't really have to tell how the total results of that month will be. We have also had it the other way around, where the first week of the month made 2,500 euros, and then the last week of the month made a loss of 2,000 euros. So it's not common, but it does happen that individual weeks like this can have big losses, like 1,766 euros. But usually it's a lot less volatile than this. This is a quite rare exception to have made 1,776 euros loss in 1 week. We'll see what happens, but it clearly is a shift in market that our algos didn't like. Some of algos, of course, made wins, like the cut stacks M5S algo, which is a short only algo, but most algos that made losses were in long positions, and they just got stop lossed. Also, can you offer copy trading with your algo system? No, we cannot. Unfortunately, there's no feature in ProRealTime that supports that. Also, bear in mind that the overnight interest charges on long positions is becoming expensive, especially on DAO positions. Yes, that's right. Overnight interest charges, as well as the spreads, seems to have increased. So if you go to if you go to IG.com and you are looking to find like the average spreads, let's say that you want to develop an algo for the FX pair Euro USD, and you see that on the page they're writing that the average spread is 1.4. The average spread on that exact FX pair I just checked are 200% more. So you can't really trust the spread, the average spread that the IG broker is claiming that they have. There are quite big discrepancies between what they are saying and what the actual spreads are. I could show you a quite good site where you can actually see what the average spread is in IG. There's a site that actually tracks it in real time and in historical data, so you can actually see what the average spread is. And what's the purpose of that? Well, the average spread is the most important factor when running a backtest and when optimizing a system. If you were to run a backtest with 1.4 in spread, but the spread is actually a 3, you will end up building a system that doesn't work with the actual spread. It will lose you money, and it's just a very easy thing to avoid by looking at the real spread. With that said, you can build a system that works with the current spread, but the thing here is that you need to know what the exact spread is when you are developing the system. You can't develop a system for a one spread and then the actual spread is something else. The spread has a huge significance in how the result of the algo is and also the behavior of the algo. It's a multi-factored parameter to actually be very sure that you're using the right spread. Let me show you that site. I think it's called like FX Book. Yes, FX Book. So if you go to FX Blue. So if you go to fxblue.com and you click into IG, you can see what these different spreads are. And so as I mentioned, the Euro USD was, I believe that IG is allegedly saying that the spread is around 1.4. If you go in and click what the actual spread is, yes, it's 1.4 at most hours of day, but look at this. The spread goes up to close to 7 multiple hours every night, and this is not accounted for. And one more thing that I should mention is that you really have to be sure of what your trading hours of your system is. If your trading hours is at the peak hours of spread, then that's something you have to account for. So please be sure that you know which trading hours your algos are running on, and adapt the spread after that. Yep. What else? Yes, I said I was going to show you another system. Let me bring you another one. Where is that? Let's see. So this strategy runs on the Euro USD 30. It's quite impressive. Let me bring that up. This one also runs on the 30-minute time frame. Let's see. Where is it? I have to change the name of the system so you don't figure out who we are buying. Right, there we go. Backtest is running. Let me close down the other ones. While we wait, so are there 6 new algos will be released at the end of the month? How long those algos has been tested? For years. This particular system that I just finished backtesting, I believe, is 3 or 4 years old. I'm not sure exactly the exact number. I have to check that with the developer, but this developer is actually already present on the ProRealCode marketplace, so you can actually track the historical results there. But there are no systems newer than 1 year that's being released, so that's an important parameter for us. We are not releasing any algos that have just been developed. On minimum, we have 6 months of live testing, on forward testing, on real results before releasing it, and that is minimum. The average is approximately 9 months or something like that. And so you can be sure that this system has been performing quite well for a substantial amount of time. So let me bring up the backtest report. Here it is. It's out of the same core code as the previous backtest. What you say, it looks amazing. The drawdown is so small, and what I like most about this is the fine equity curve. Look at the drawdown, you can barely see it. So we're very happy about that. So in the next couple of weeks you will see these new algos being released together with a number of different indicators. This guy is pretty damn good on indicators as well. So we're really happy about that. So those are the topics of today. Let me see if I can make one last try to get my camera working. One last try. Stopping the camera, starting the camera, pulling out the cords. Nothing works. Maybe now. Nope, nothing yet. Nothing works. And one thing I would like to try is to restart the streaming software, but I don't know what that does. It probably like stops the live stream. I'm not sure. Should I try that? Risking it to be stopped? I don't know. Any other questions? Any other questions? Well, if there are no more questions, let me try to restart the software just so you can see my face for a couple of seconds. If it closes down the stream, then thank you for watching, and we will talk again next month, which is the exact date for the stream will be on September 3rd, 7 p.m. as usual, Swedish time. So if I am closing down the stream now, thank you for watching, but hopefully I'm back in just a couple of seconds. Let's see. Oh, I just got the message. I closed down the software and it said, if you're closing down the software, you will stop all streams. So it's not possible. All right. So yeah, that was it. If you don't have any more questions, let me just try to thank you for at least watching without you seeing my face. And I hope you will watch this stream next month. If you have any questions about our algos, contact us on Twitter, contact us on email, or contact us on the chat on our website. If you have any other questions, you can always just send me a direct message on Twitter. I'm there 24/7. Okay, so thank you guys. Talk to you again next month. Bye.